Hey, how's it going? David Young here. Davey Builds is the name on the YouTube account, but I'm here for the second of Davey Builds Live, which is essentially me building a side hustle from my main business, and I'm going to do it live 3 times a week. Couldn't do it this past Wednesday, but normally doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday from about 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's about an hour and a half on here. If you want to come work alongside me, you're welcome to come join. If you need like a dedicated, I'm going to focus on something time, this can be your time. So basically, we're going to talk about what I'm planning on working on during this time, this hour and a half. Stay focused on building my side hustle. I might chime in here and there, tell you what I'm doing, what I'm working on, what I'm thinking about. But otherwise, I'm just going to be building. So hopefully, you can be building too. I don't expect this to be the most engaging thing to watch back an hour and a half of me working, but hopefully you can use this as some productive time for yourself. And I'm using it to document everything I do to build the side hustle. So if hopefully this is successful one day and, I sell it or it's cash flowing nicely or something like that, and it was a really crucial turning point, I can look back and say, oh, you know what? Let me look at that video where I had that aha moment or where I was working on this specific product. So I just think it'll be cool to have literally the whole thing documented. A lot of people build in public, and essentially that's them giving updates about what they're doing, or sending out just the highlights or a couple lessons learned. But this is going to document exactly how I'm doing everything, whether it's good or bad. So you can see if I royally screw stuff up or if it works out. So let me tell you where I'm at. I'm going to share my screen. I've got this Notion database. I don't know if you guys use Notion, but I love Notion. All right, here we are. So I got this Notion database we started last time, side hustle ideas. So we looked at growing occupations, which I think is important. But since I've thought about it more last time, I thought maybe I should pick something more based on my areas of expertise and my places that would be a little bit more connected to what I already do. So the wind turbine might be because drones, I saw if you're watching this and for some reason you don't know anything about me, which would be fine and normal. I run a company called Drone Launch Academy with most of my time. I've been doing that for the past 6 years, about 5 years full time, 7 years total. And we do digital marketing, but all of our stuff is related to commercial drone education. So online courses, community, things like that. So related to drones, wind turbines, they get inspected with drones, maybe. Information security analyst, not really connected to anything that I do now, but used to work for the FBI. Could at least network with some people that would know about this. CNA, a lot of medical people in my family. Again, not really connected to drones at all. This one is connected to drones. Pesticide applicator license. I couldn't really get a great feel for how many of these there were. And it seems like as I've looked into it a bit more, there's a certification and licensing, but there's like some paperwork involved that attorneys do. I'm just not sure. This may be okay, but I'm not really sure. I'm thinking maybe I should go with more clear-cut, established markets. There will likely be more competition there, but I think that's okay. I think my hypothesis would be, as long as there's demand, if there's demand for a product, there's going to be competition for that thing. So the fact that other people are in the niche is a good sign. And you just have to be better than a lot of them in order to get business. You don't have to be the best, but you have to be a good choice. So good price point, good quality. As I look around, a lot of these test prep looking things are not that great looking. And when people are looking around online, they're going for trustworthiness, right? Does this work? Have other people use this? Does it just look like someone knows what they're doing? Like whoever put this together, does it look professional? Does it look like thought went into it? Or does it look like a 12-year-old threw it up on using Netscape Navigator to build or whatever? It does look crappy. The crappier it looks, they're like, I don't know. So unless it has a lot of trust anyways. Like, for instance, Craigslist looks pretty crappy, but a lot of people use it. So they get a lot of traffic. There's some websites out there that look like garbage that are work, but I would say they're the exception to the rule. So another area I thought about, I was been thinking about that I already know a good amount, right, is bookkeeping. I talked a little bit about CPA exam stuff last time. CPA exams might be a little bit a little bit more to bite off than I want to chew, maybe. And I apologize. I've got a cough, and I also had heart surgery about a month ago, so it really hurts to cough. I'm like, ah. So I might mute the mic every once in a while. Bookkeeping. Um, I have a bookkeeper. She's great. And I know some friends who've started bookkeeping businesses, and it's a good, definitely in demand, reliable, stay at home skill. And I thought about, well, you could do bookkeeping, right? But there's probably a lot of other courses out there and whatnot. But if you really narrowed in and targeted one specific type of customer with bookkeeping, I think that could be effective. So one idea I had, literally not using any data to back this up, but idea I had was like targeting only stay-at-home moms, because my bookkeeper that I hired is a stay-at-home mom. I have a friend who did a bookkeeping program, and so yeah, there's a ton of stay-at-home moms in that program, but that program is kind of broadly marketed to everyone. Um, and there's really like one seemingly main program, and then there's a couple others that seem to be like, further behind players, and we can look at that in a minute. But I thought that's a potential. I talked to my bookkeeper. She said she would be interested in contributing to that. Um, I think it'd be helpful because I am those people's customer. So like I hired a stay-at-home mom bookkeeper, and it's worked out really well for me. And so I know what I'm looking for in a bookkeeper and what I want them to know. And I used to be a CPA. I'm familiar with accounting. So I could help people say, hey, if you want to get hired, here's what you need to know how to do. But then when it comes to a lot of the details and nitty gritty, I can rely on my bookkeeper to fill in a lot of those gaps of things that I just haven't looked at in a while. I'm not super sharp on, and get her to kind of be an expert. And I could also I know other people who do bookkeeping as well, could get them to contribute to the overall instruction of the course. But I at least know enough about that area and that topic to where I feel confident knowing what needs to be taught there. So that was an idea I had. So I'm just going to put here um, bookkeeping course targeted at stay at home moms. Something like this, we would just replicate a lot of what we do with Drone Launch Academy, where you got to get something to generate interest and attention. Probably start some type of show where we interview stay-at-home mom bookkeepers and just talk about what made them choose that path and how's it going for them and how do they find clients and what's it like and how do they like it. We wouldn't get in the nitty-gritty of accounting because that might get a little boring for a podcast. And maybe talk about, hey, what are some big challenges you faced and what's your best client story? And just get their stories and tell stories. People love that. They connect with that. It inspires them to take action themselves. They see themselves in the guest and say, well, you know what? I resonate with that. Their background and their story. I bet I could do something like that. I remember listening to Smart Passive Income podcast with Pat Flynn. And I would hear that a lot. I think, oh, that's really interesting about that guest. I feel like I could do something like that, or I could incorporate some of that into what I'm doing. So I think people really enjoy the story element of it. And we can make a good looking program and, make it affordable. But let's go down this bookkeeping rabbit hole for a minute. I want to try to decide on something by the end of the day, some type of direction. And I always might change my mind on it if I don't get too far down the road. Change my mind on it later if it's not working out. But let me share my screen here. And understand that at this point, nobody's going to be watching this. So this is for myself, or people might come back later and watch it. But this is, again, mostly documenting for myself. Because I think at this point on the YouTube channel, I have 6 subscribers. So, if you happen to be one of those 6, thank you. All right, so let's do bookkeeping courses. Real simple. You've already searched this. What we got? Books. Universal Accounting School. Let's take a look at that. Intuit Academy, professional bookkeeping certification. Start at just $200. This is to get a certified bookkeeper. Okay. Best online bookkeeping class of 2023. So this would probably be a good affiliate partner to have if Investopedia. Let's see if these are affiliate links. Oh yeah, they definitely. Let's take a look. So what I'm looking for is down in the URL at the bottom there, which is Skillshare. Let's see if I can get it above this little thing here. All right, Skillshare. It's not gonna. It's gonna be hard to see if there's an affiliate link there. So let's keep going. There's a LinkedIn Learning, Udemy, Financial Edge. Maybe that one's not. U.S. Career Institute. Yeah, maybe some of these are links and some of them aren't. You can see at the very bottom. Yeah, like link synergy. This looks like a redirect. So we could maybe take a look at. So let's look through this. So cost this. So I think this is important. When I'm looking at it, we're gonna have to offer some type of certification. So I thought about having like a legit organization, like a legit sounding organization, either be the one to do the training and the certification, or just the certification. Because if you really want to target stay-at-home moms, I feel like you'd want to name that lends itself to that. But then you could start another separate, technically, organization just for the certification. That sounds more legitimate, and that would give some peace of mind to people that are hiring you. And you have like a legit standard, standards and exam process to certain, verify how good someone is, right? And the proficiency, that they have proficiency at bookkeeping and all that stuff. And so you can have, it's almost two aspects. One is the teaching part, and then one is the certification part. So there's that. Accounting Coach LLC. That's cheap. Free materials and courses. So here's the thing. So anybody might go to any of these things, but the way you would make money is by the targeting. Because if you're a stay-at-home mom and you look at any of these and you're like, okay, this might get me where I want, this might get me where I want, but you have this other program that is specifically for you, the stay-at-home mom, and you've heard stories of all these other stay-at-home moms. You just have an emotional connection to that. You may think, I don't know, I would imagine you would think that you have more faith that would serve you better in your situation. I think we should also connect a community to it. So like if you're taking the course, you have access to a community. You set up a community for Journal Launch Academy. So as people are going through this, they can connect with other bookkeepers and be a part of this community. That might be a good back end for a low fee, maybe like, $10 a month just to be a part of this community of other bookkeepers. And we can have people come in and speak, something like that, maybe $10, $20 a month. LinkedIn Learning. Okay. LinkedIn Learning Certificate. You got to imagine, I don't know how much that is. Oh, you get NASBA CPE credits. Interesting. I wonder if we could get CPE credits or standards for continuing education. It's for accounting only. Oh, yes, it's for accounting. Okay, so we could maybe try to get our stuff certified to be CPE credits. That could be cool. Financial Edge 119. Completion. No discussion of specific. Oh, this is Excel. Okay. Coursera. Okay, so these are going through. Let's see. Yeah. Coursera. $59. Okay. Oh, Harvard, $17.50. Let's take a look. Is that a link? I think we already looked at that one before. Penn Foster. Oof. $1,000. What is this? DEAC accreditation. Distance Education Accrediting Learning Commission. Interesting. I know Penn Foster is like an actual school, so. U.S. Career Institute, $139 a month. Interesting. Career certificates. 16 months. Long. I feel like you could do it faster than that. So I wonder if you could get on this list. Curious how this page ranks. SEMrush. No, it's that domain. Holy cow. That is a lot of traffic. 32 million a month. That's a lot. I want to get to specific page. Will it not do the specific page? Because I used to do other ones that would do a specific page. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Exact URL. Wow, this page gets 5,000 views a month. That's pretty good. Mostly US. Ranks for bookkeeping course. Number 2, online bookkeeping course, bookkeeping classes. So this is the page you want to be on. Interesting. Let's do subdomain. Or subfolder, I mean. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. All right, so that's a pretty nice little page if you could get on that. Reviewed by this person. Journalist. Wonder if Investopedia has like a advertise. Oh, interesting. Oh gosh. Where's publishing family. Advertising. All right, this is not exactly what I was looking for. Okay, well, whatever. More coughing. All right, so that's interesting. Intuit Bookkeeping Academy. Let's take a peek. Coursera. A lot of people enrolled. 4 hours a week for 4 months. No, you could get it for better than this. All right. Oh, this looks, this looks horrible. Professional bookkeeper experience. Take a look. Bad audio. Also bad lighting. Also not a good web design. Also terrible logo. All right. I'm being mean. Their copy. This is it. This is the whole thing. Apply online. So it looks like we're in some type of funnel here. Let's get back to their root domain and check them out. All right, it looks like this is the guy. I don't know who this is. Who's putting blue on blue over here? 1979. Interesting. Looks like that logo's from 1979. Schedule a discovery call. No pricing. You know what that means? Expensive. Maybe I should talk to them and see their process. Okay, interesting. As seen and approved by IRS. What? Bookkeeping, tax preparation, QuickBooks. Take a look at some of these. This looks much better. Nicer website. Why didn't they lead with this? Okay, this looks nice. Self-paced, certified 2 to 4 weeks, 67 hours. Woof. Ooh, financing. That means it's expensive. Coaches and support. How we're different. We focus on you because apparently no one else does. It's not exactly different. Speak to an advisor. Speak to an advisor. This is our man here. I don't know who I'm talking to. Oh, it's the same video. All right. Sign up. Talk to your coaches. Study. Pass the professional bookkeeper exam. I think that's key. Exam. Okay. Oh, I like this. I like this. Testimonials. Nice. I'd like to see some faces on here, but that's okay. Stock photo. 81 video lessons. 60 hours. Seems like a lot. I feel like you could do it in less time than that. Okay, now I'm connecting with some people. CPA. Okay, one dude. Course curriculum. Counting made easy. It's a much better looking page. See, I trust this more. Let's take a look. Okay, where do I sign up? I feel like that should be easier. Like, why are you making me talk to somebody? Makes me think it's super expensive. Get more info. All right, let's do this. $4,000 a year. Okay. Counting and bookkeeping trading, 2,800. Wow. They got good reviews though. It's pretty good. I wonder if they do in-person stuff. It's our man right here. Looks like he knows what he's doing at least. Let's update that first website. That looked not so good. All right, cool. Oh, it looks kind of legit, although maybe expensive. Get rid of that. Okay. Certified bookkeeper, Florida Gulf Coast. Let's take a look at SEMrush, see how hard it is to rank. Online bookkeeping. This is Kaiser. Oh, this was a sponsored click. That's why that was a funnel. I would not make that the first page of my funnel. Not a ton of volume. Pretty tough. Well, I like that. Oops. Did not mean to click that. Let's go back. All right, similar ads. This one ranks for that too. Let's take a look at the balance. Maybe these are okay. I wonder how many of these are affiliate links. Okay. Not a ton of volume. Ooh, cost per click, $6. It's a lot. I guess those people can afford to pay $6 a click because their course is $4,000. So if I was gonna have a course that was like $500, might be hard. If my conversion rate was, even if it was 5%, I'd have to have 20 clicks to make a sale. $666, $133. Actually, that would actually work well. So your conversion rate is probably more like what, 2%. So that would need 50 clicks. $6.66. $3. A lot, but you can make it work if you kept things cheap. Okay. Vistapedia, Penn Foster, page authority score. 19 is not that much. So, maybe you could get up there. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Yep, advertiser disclosure. LinkedIn Learning, Penn Foster, accounting. These all look the same. National Association of Certified Public Bookkeepers. This looks like the same exact thing. Oh my gosh, it's the same company. No wonder. All right. National Association of Certified Public Bookkeepers. This looks legit. Another Utah company. LLC. It's like a training. I don't know that. That's true. How much are these courses? I guess we'll look at bookkeeping. How much? Just give me a course. Let's look at the bundle here. Payroll, QuickBooks, bookkeeping course, accounting course, accounting analysis, tax course. $638. Oh, that's just the payroll course. Oh, snap. How much is the bundle? $1,200. They're $1,000. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Wait, what is this? Bookkeeping course bundle, accounting course bundle. $1,700. Oh, wow. We're getting expensive here. This is a lot of options. I can't imagine this page converts very well. Too many options. Ultimate digital marketing course. Accounting coach. These are all redirects. Introduction. Bookkeeping professional certificate. So again, I might go down this road just because I feel like, although there are a lot of options out there, how many independent bookkeepers are there? Interesting. So this is job outlook decline, but I think that's for employment at jobs. That's not who we would be targeting necessarily. I pay more than that. I pay a lot more than that. I have not seen bookkeepers for that cheap that are any good. Even so, the BLS projects 170,000 openings. Will bookkeepers become obsolete? Yeah, so I think one of the things we would offer is we teach people how to do bookkeeping, but as software gets better, bookkeeping will become easier. And we would also teach people after that how to do forward-looking stuff and how to help manage the cash and do analysis and some of those other things that are more value add. So we definitely have to keep up with that. All right, so we'll see. It's not like it's a huge growing industry, but I think you could take a bite out of it. I don't know what I'm looking at here. All right, let's take a look at some of these. edX. Free. Let's look at that. What is ACAA? Chartered Certified Accountants. Oh, this is UK. Yeah. Looking for US stuff. Okay, not what I want. Oh my gosh, how many pop-ups are on this website? Ways to wealth. I feel like being a bookkeeper is like such an attractive sell, like to stay-at-home moms, because it's like it's attainable to learn. You can get clients from anywhere, and it's probably higher paying than some of the clerical jobs they would have to go get and be in the office for. Again, maybe I'm just talking myself into this. Four types of bookkeeping certification. Meet industry standards. Yeah. Proficiency. Third-party certification. Yeah, they're not backed by a professional organization. So we'd have to I would like to start a separate professional organization that maybe had some like CPAs or bookkeepers on its like review board type of thing that's independent technically on like who's reviewing stuff, even though we would own both. And we wouldn't be sneaky about that. College certificates. 5 best bookkeeping certifications. CBP. Certified bookkeeper. QuickBooks certification. Xero advisor certification. FreshBooks accounting partner program. Cool. All right, so let's look at some other options. I think we've exhausted the bookkeeping stuff, so I think I got a good feel for that. Let's look at how to become a home inspector. That was one I was wanting to look at. Because this stuff might vary state. International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. 120 hours of state-approved training, pass the state exam, submit an application. State-approved pre-licensing course and state available. Oh, dang. Well, let's take a look at this. Let's take a peek at home inspector job. Look. Another decline. Interesting. This is saying something different. This looks old. -3. Outlook is about the same in terms of pay, maybe a little higher. Ugh. I know less about this area, so I'm less inclined to dive into this, but let's take a look. Free online course. Let's take a look at that. Live House of Horrors in Weston, Florida. Live class. Oh, these people are specifically offering training. They're not even state inspector exam. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Alabama. Oh man, there's going to be different requirements for every state. State license requirements, yes, no. Oh, this is a little it's a little more fragmented in terms of state by state stuff. Interesting. Website. Web hosting. Web hosting is not $700 a year. What software? What? This seems odd. All right, what is this? Is this like... So they're more like helping you like set up your home inspector stuff, but they're not doing anything as far as licensing goes. Inspection, certification, associates. It seems funny that inspection is underneath the house and not the eye. It's okay. Florida. $120-hour course plus wind mitigation and 4-point inspection course. $120-hour course. Let's take a look at this. Oh, these are probably painful courses. Here's the thing, 120-hour course, that's a lot of content to have to, like, even at, I mean, I feel like you can make a course of much less effort for $700. Only 28, okay, are narrated. Oh gosh, these aren't even like real videos. They're just PowerPoint slides probably. Oof. Courses, online course. Course demo video. Let's see this. Does this not even let me click on it? No. Mute this guy. Yikes. Right here. Okay. I do have these. If you can watch a YouTube video. All right. Let's Seems like there's a lot more involved here for the price you spend. Seems like you got to put out a lot of content, and it seems like it varies by state pretty decently significantly. Oh no, I'm less excited about this. Just because I don't know it as well. I do feel like something like this would be pretty sellable, though, as a business. If you could get something like this going. So you'd have to go through a lot of info. All right. Let's put that here as a thing. Home inspectors. Requires education and certification. Good. Lots required info. It's in motion. You can see that. And lots of required info, 120 hours of training offered for $700. Lots of content you have to create. Look at another state to see what the requirements might be. This isn't even specific to Florida. Oh, these are don't look that good. State licensing. Let's look at that. Let's go to Nebraska. Taken pass. No, they just list theirs. You will be an ICA certified home inspector, but that doesn't actually give you your license. "24 video lessons." Maybe this isn't as much as I thought. Hold on. So Nebraska, do you not have to be? Let's pick a different one. Let's go. Alabama. So it looks like several of them have the 120-hour requirement. Participate in 35 home inspections. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe you could make one course that covers all states. That's what I was concerned about. Alaska. Let's go back to these folks. One thing we could do is we could kind of, that I do like about the home inspection route, is that we could utilize our courses at Drone Launch Academy to enhance the home inspection process. Like we could have them become a certified drone pilot too. We could give them like a discount on that, and then we could also there's a training on roof inspections that we do. Aero Roof Inspection Pro teaches them how to use a drone to do like a full survey of a roof and measurements and condition and all that stuff. So we could kind of combine that, and that would actually be some, as they say, synergies. So I'm warming up to this here. Let's take a look at some more. Oh my gosh. You have to put out a lot of content on state-by-state stuff. But I guess you could limit it at first to like how to get licensed in every state, and then like one course. I just need something that's going to be like fairly limited in scope because I don't have all day, every day to work on this, right? 100-hour session. Ooh, 140, okay. This is a little different. 100-hour session. These are expensive. 40-hour field class. Complete 100 hours of New York approved home inspector education. They offer this through a live online webinar class. Attend 40 hours of New York DOS approved field training. Oh, geez. Well, maybe I would have to pick certain states. All right, so I am going to wonder how many home inspectors are there. That's not, there's no way. It's got to be way more than that. There's no way there's 10,000. Oh, in their database. Okay. Only 30,000? There's not that many. Let's read this. Right. What is this saying? What is the point of this article? Basically, home inspection is very dependent on velocity of the real estate industry. Interest rates just went way up. Less homes are going to be sold. Less demand for home inspectors. Decent amount of competition. A lot of content to create. Only 30,000 inspectors. So how many new ones become inspectors every year? Maybe 1,000? You could get 10% of those people. That's 100. I mean, if you're selling a $700 product, total revenue is going to be 70,000. Doesn't seem very attractive. Is that real? All right, let's look at this. So this is, but this is construction and building inspectors. This is like, people who sign off on permits and stuff. This isn't even like home inspectors. This is a ton of stuff. Yeah. Licenses. You do continuing education for that. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing interest in this now that I see how big it is. Not very big. And I feel like it's a harder sell to be like, hey, become a home inspector, do a ton of training, and then have to go out. It's not a home thing, not a from home business. Makes it less attractive. Everybody wants remote. Everybody wants everything remote. So, feeling this is not feeling it as much. All right, some other shoulder niches to drones. Solar, construction, real estate. Yeah, let's look at, real estate's got to be so saturated, but become a real estate agent by state. A real estate photography course, actually, that we might brand as its own thing. I'm going to get rid of home inspectors. Kaplan Real Estate Education. Also, this website looks terrible. Pre-licensing education. Post-course exam to qualify for the state licensing exam. Oh, let's look at a few of these. We'll look at Florida. That's where I'm at. Unless this isn't even, they don't even have all the states. Oh, they only provide it in certain states. I see. Let's look at a couple. Colorado again. Fragmented. You'd have to do a lot of different, you'd have to customize it by state. $168 credit hours. It's a lot. Kaplan. Yeesh. PSI, they're the same ones who do the drone exam. All right, well, let's look at the exam prep. Licensing. Oof. On demand. That's a lot. $800. There's a home study. Exam prep course. Seems like a lot of stuff to make, but how many? Ton of real estate agents. 200,000 active in Florida. Okay, expected to grow 5%. So this might be a little bit of a better, over 3 million licensed agents. This is a better market, bigger market. Wow. Oh, all right. Let's see. All right. I just don't like the state by state thing. It's annoying. Licensing. See, it's different for each one. 90-hour requirement. You just got like all these different. Did they literally make a different course for each one of these things or something? Oh, you got a state law. $30-hour course requires you to complete this. Yeah, I don't like that it's different for every state. You have to do so many different things. I guess you could just offer it for one state, right? Let's start for Florida. Oh. Real estate. Good stock photo. $63-hour. Apply to take the exam. Pearson View. FloridaRealtors.org. What? Real estate. Ooh, real estate appraisal. You have that. Okay, gonna grow a little bit, not a ton. Interesting. $78,000. $200 classroom hours. Oof. bachelor's degree. You got to have a lot of experience. Board approved courses. Academy of Real Estate. Florida Appraisal License School. Kissock. Their ads and the Kissock Learning. Ooh. Calibri. These are the folks. I talked to some folks from Calibri when I was thinking about selling my drone school. They were like, drones don't fit as well into anything specific that we're doing. Looks like this is a Calibri. All right, let's look at their online packages. 1,700. Basic package. $100 of Florida online required trainee level. Required online proctored final exam. Taking this order, basic appraisal principles, procedures. Live stream package. These are pretty expensive. What is this for? Oh, interesting. Okay, I've already seen that. Man, a lot of state-by-state stuff. Got to be approved and all that stuff. Continuing education. Because you just have to start with one state. At least there's more appraisers than there are. What is this? Pearson View. I guess there's a lot of people to sell this stuff to if you get good at it. Engineering, land surveyor, home inspection, real estate appraisal. Engineering, banking. What do they got as far as banking goes? Renewal package. Oh. What we got going on there? So surveying is definitely in line with drones. Let's take a look. Residential valuation reviewer. Mortgage underwriter. Is this like you need certifications for this? I don't know. We're not going to mess around with banking. Renewal package. Oops. Broken link. $119. 24 hours of approved continuing education credit. At least 6 hours. Laws, rules, standards, and practice. Oh, so this is okay. I wonder if these are any good. Add to my cart. Check out. There's no like way I can like look at how this looks first. Okay, so that could be interesting. All right, we're going to take a quick pause, quick break here. Restroom break. And then we'll get back to it. Only got about 20 minutes left of this. So, BRB. All right, I'm back. So what I'm going to do, I think, since we're running low on time here, is I'm going to have my assistant do some research. So I think we'll narrow it down to not land surveyor certification, because we can't do that. And I don't want to necessarily get into only continuing education. So I'm going to go to home inspector, property appraiser, and real estate agent. I'm going to see if I can have her do some digging to be like, hey, is this something where you could create one course that could meet all the requirements across all the states, or would you have to modify it a lot for each state? What does it look like on each of those? And see if I can find one of those three that would work. And if not, maybe I'll just go back to the bookkeeping stuff. And of course, there's always the CPA exam as well that you could do. Because that's one test for the whole country. However, it's 100,000 a year. There's 4 parts. You have to make. That's only 25,000 test takers per part. So it's hard, maybe a little bit harder to capture people that way. So, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm having my assistant do that, and then on Monday, I'll be back on here, ready to build again. I don't know what she'll have by then, but maybe we can pick up wherever she left off. Well, actually, she might not have it done until like Wednesday. Well, I'll see what she can get done between now and then. Maybe she'll want to work a little over the weekend, maybe not. Yeah, we'll see how far we get. But that's what I'm going to do for today. Signing off. Did some more research. So home inspector, property appraiser. I'm not actually big on home inspector. I forgot. There's not as many of those. There's only 30,000, so it's not a big enough volume for me. So we knocked that one out. Real estate agent, property appraiser, or bookkeeping, I think is what we're down to. So that's what I got for now. Hopefully we can get started next week on building something. Davey Gravy signing off.